evening, everybody. What an exciting time to touch base with you again. I just want you to know I'm so thrilled and excited about the weekend and to see what God has done. And I just wanted to take a quick moment to communicate with you on a couple things. And this is my midweek message to you all. Here's one thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure I challenge each and every one of you, first of all, to continue to stay close to each other. And the best way to do that is not physically, but via the phone. And I just want to encourage that this is a time that you get close to family members and families who normally don't have that time together. Hopefully, God will use that in order for you to be able to spend a little more time with each other. There was a specific passage that I'm reminded of that says, redeem the time because time is evil. And so I just want to encourage that because of this entire pandemic, corona, that hit us, it causes everything to change. But I just want you to know, a reminder is what we did this weekend. I reminded you about that specific passage that we seen together, because what I did, I shared with you how to be a winner, how to be victorious, and how to be able to beat Corona. Because why? Because listen to what the passage says. The passage in Philippians 4, verse 6 and 7, it says, do not be anxious. Listen, do not be anxious for anything, but by prayer and supplication, let your requests be made to God. And the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guard your heart and mind through Christ Jesus. So you hear that. Do not worry. There is enough right now for us to worry. I know some of you may say that I've already lost my job, things are happening, and things are going down the drain for me, so to speak. But let me say this to you. Let me remind you, do not worry about anything. But, see, the Bible always gives us, it's not just don't worry about anything and then it leaves you alone, but it gives you an alternative. The alternative is you can pray. You can pray. And listen, that's why at CIC we set up that 21-day of prayer and fasting. So what is exactly 21 days of prayer and fasting? Well, I'm glad you asked. And here it is. If you have not taken the time, this is the third day since we've started. And let me tell you, God is doing some tremendous things already. And for some, you're going to have different needs and really different challenges during this 21 days that you face. For some, it may be a preparation for something that will be coming. As a church and many other churches, I just want you to know, it's very challenging time right now to do church. But we're trusting God. We're obeying the government. We're only able to meet about 10 of us, and or less. In our case, it was less this last Sunday, but we had a powerful praise team that prepared us. But I just want you to know, all of this is leading to this time of prayer, this season of prayer and fasting. And so let me encourage you to know that it is in the past, whenever there was a crisis, there was an issue, that affects numerous people. Even as a church, we're being affected right now. Our church services is no longer 1, 2, 3 anymore. We have to make a lot of things happen, like live streaming and so on and so forth. And by the way, I love this challenge because I really think that God is allowing us to do more than we've done in the past. Instead of looking at it as a negative, I really think there was positive about that. And so as we set up to spend 21 days in prayer and fasting, here's what I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to encourage that you would go to our website. Okay, and if you click the website, you'll be able to see the scriptures, the guide, how to pray and fast, and the different things that you could pray and fast for. And let me say that there are numerous ways. I just want to make sure I take the time to encourage you, first of all, to go ahead and subscribe to us, and so that we could keep you posted. And second, just go and hit that website. And by the way, let me say a huge thank you to each and everyone this last weekend who supported us, not only by subscribing, by participating, by letting us know that you were there, but also by contributing financially. And then I want you to know, as a church, we know we won't be able to do much. I mean, God can do anything, but He chooses to use His people, obedient people that believes in the gospel being spread, that being in the church, being standing up in times like this. And so I really deeply, from the bottom of my heart, and myself and my team, we appreciate the fact that you take time to contribute and you take time to support us financially. Thanks again. If you haven't had a chance to do that, you could still do that, and we encourage that you do. But also, I just want to remind you, and for some of you who did make pledges to help us with our building fund, we're not really expecting for you to do anything extra during this time, but do only the things that God placed on your heart, the things that you could do. And because I know times is difficult for everybody. But those of you who do have a job and who are, God bless you with a job still, thank God. I just want you to know I also been praying for you. And then I encourage that you would continue to support with your tithes and offering. And by all means, whenever and however God encourage you to do that. But let me say that one of the feedback that I've gotten over the weekend is I had some friends who sent the live stream all the way to France, and they were watching, and so I'm excited. God can use this, just a moment like this, to touch people that we would have never touched otherwise. And so it's a great time. I'm excited. Thank you again for watching. And so let me encourage you. Here's the information. We'll include every Sunday, every night, from 9 to 9:30, we meet on a prayer line, and so that we could discuss the things that we read and the different prayer requests. And I encourage that you look, again, check our website. It'll have all the information for us to be able to do that. And also, I just want you to know that we do have our Creole team, and then that I'll send a separate video on that, and then they'll be able to do the same thing. But I'm excited. I'm just overly excited for what the Lord has done. But just remember, in this 21 day of fasting, there are going to be several breakthroughs specifically in your life. I'm praying for that. And God will do it. He's done it in the past. He will do it again. Don't hesitate to send your prayer requests and communicate with us. Let us know how we could pray for you, because I will personally, with my team, we will take time to pray for you. May God bless you. May God encourage you. And thanks again for watching. God bless.